The tragic demise of D4L's Shawty Lo, Atlanta's most fertile rapper. ATL Hoe, the birthplace of some of the most influential figures in rap, has never been short of talent. Atlanta once upon a time, cause Lord knows it's been through the ringer since, was ground zero for the hottest dance craze of the early aughts that give the clock app a run for its money. Pioneering D4L as well as the snap movement, dance rap, and more, emerging from the hoodiful city arose Shawty Lo. Known for his playful style, catchy lyrics, and sharpied on connected beard, Shawty Lo made sure to cement his position as one of Atlanta's most beloved, charitable, and fertile rappers. Spawning hits like Laffy Taffy, Shawty was able to captivate audiences both locally and internationally, and that #1 Billboard hit was evidence. But like all the other riches to rags back to riches stories, public feuds, environment, and his 15,000 baby mamas would unfortunately get in the way of his career reaching its full potential. And even more unfortunately, his life was cut short before it had been given a chance to do so. Imitated by many, duplicated by none, let's look further into the life and tragic death of one of Atlanta's most beloved and fertile rappers. He know, she know, and they all know Future ain't got nothing on Low. Born Carlos Walker, Shawty Lo may not be in your top 50 list of the greatest lyricists out there, but by him just being him, he was able to market not only himself, but a great chunk of his homeboys, propelling them under a mainstream light with their 2006 hit snap anthem, Laffy Taffy. But before Carlos took on the moniker Shawty Lo and had us snapping for no reason, left to right, he was solely a charismatic man with a plan. Growing up in the Bowen Homes housing projects, Shawty experienced firsthand the challenges and struggles associated with low-income neighborhoods, which had exposed him to the harsh realities of poverty, violence, and limited opportunities. However, he used these experiences as fuel to rise above adversity and pursue his passion for music. His love for music began at an early age. Inspired by the sounds of hip-hop and the tales of street life, he started writing and performing his own rhymes. His raw talent and unique storytelling ability quickly caught the attention of local audiences, and he gained a reputation as a promising artist. Lack of resources and support often hindered his progress, but he remained determined to make a name for himself, and through sheer perseverance and relentless hard work, he eventually caught the attention of industry insiders. By the time 2003 came about, Shawty Lo formed the hip-hop group D4L, consisting of himself and 3 other fellow Atlanta-based rappers, Fabo, Mook B, and Stoney. Before they knew it, their debut single, Laffy Taffy, became a massive hit, catapulting them to national fame. The song's catchy melody and infectious lyrics resonated with audiences across the country, solidifying Shawty Lo's status as a rising star. The debut album, Down for Life, became certified gold by the RIAA and spawned the hit singles Bet You Can't Do It Like Me and Laffy Taffy, which to everyone's surprise broke records as the most downloaded song in the history of music, according to the 2007 Guinness Book of World Records. Bet You Can't Do It Like Me is credited for popularizing the famous hip-hop snap era, a subgenre characterized by its heavy use of synthesized hand claps, finger snaps, and other percussive sounds that give it its distinctive sound that'll later be utilized by them franchise boys Lean With It, Rock With It, and Soulja Boy's popular 2007 joint, Crank That, Soulja Boy. Following the success of D4L, Shawty Lo embarked on a solo career, releasing his debut album, Units in the City, in 2008. The album showcased his unique style, combining gritty street narratives with infectious hooks. Songs like They Know and Foolish became instant classics, propelling him to new heights. His debut, They Know, had the girls and guys doing unnecessary exercise, running in place during the duration of the track and loving every second of it. Simple yet infectious, it charted in Billboard's top 40 and had the streets of Atlanta booming as its local anthem. The album itself featured appearances by the original uncloned Gucci Mane, Ludacris, Young Jeezy, Plies, Lil Wayne, DJ Khaled, Birdman, Rick Ross, and more, and his upcoming albums would also see an array of rap's top artists, including T.I.P.'s T.I. Harris, a Cascade regular. T.I. was at the top of his game in the mid-2000s, and what would ATL hip-hop be if there wasn't a random beef sprinkled into the mix? Shawty found himself in several high-profile tussles, one being with T.I., which would eventually escalate into a full-blown public feud. Supposedly, the tension between the two stemmed from a perceived disrespect towards Shawty Lo and his crew, and y'all know how these ninjas feel about their entourages. The feud reached its peak when the two released diss tracks aimed at each other. T.I. released a song called What Up, What's Happening, in which he took shots at Shawty. In response, Shawty Lo released a diss track titled Dun Dun, where he fired back, and we must say that track was straight fire. Ninja say he from the west side. Well, god dang, it must be two sides. He talking about you, Tip. Fans on both sides took sides, and the beef soon escalated, becoming a topic of discussion in interviews and on social media platforms, further fueling the rivalry. Before the op got too trigger happy, because you know how these things can go down, i.e. Biggie and Tupac, eventually everything was squashed and publicly reconciled. They even performed together on stage in Atlanta. While his music career continued to grow, so did his harem of children, all 11 of them, 9 daughters and 2 sons, by 10 different women. Truly a hood-love union. Each child had a unique relationship with their father. And unlike the stories you hear with similar plots, Shawty made an effort to actually be involved in their lives, and also made the effort to have his kids' mothers all on one accord. While the majority had a good relationship with him, others, one, had a more complicated dynamic. Shawty's children and baby mamas became a topic of public interest and scrutiny. Lo often faced criticism for his unconventional family structure, but he maintained that he loved and cared for all his children equally, which would have been shown in his reality show All My Baby Mamas, set to air in 2013 on the Oxygen Network, before it was canceled expeditiously before it could see the light of day. All My Baby Mamas set to follow the rapper as he navigated his relationships with 10 different women, who collectively bore him 11 children. The concept of the show was to explore the complexities of these multiple relationships and the challenges faced by the extended family. But upon its announcement, the show faced immediate backlash from the public. Critics argued that the show would perpetuate negative stereotypes about African American families, promoting the idea of absentee fathers and multiple baby mamas. Many believed that it would further stigmatize these families and reinforce harmful narratives. Online petitions were created, demanding the show's cancellation, and several sponsors withdrew their support. Due to the mounting pressure and public outcry, the Oxygen Network, which had initially greenlit the show, decided not to move forward with its production. The network released a statement acknowledging the concerns raised by opposers and the negative impact the show could have on the community. Shawty Lo himself expressed disappointment over the cancellation, but respected the network's decision. Just 3 years later, on September 21st, 2016, Shawty Lo's life was cut short when he was involved in a fatal car accident occurring on Interstate 285 in Atlanta near the Cascade Road exit. While driving from one of his favorite hotspots, the Blue Flame Lounge, Shawty, accompanied by 2 other women, were in his black Audi R7 in the wee early morning hours. Allegedly drunk out of his mind, not too long after the trio pulled off, reports suggest that Shawty somehow lost control of his vehicle, causing it to surpass a guardrail, flip, hit 2 trees before being ejected from the vehicle that soon caught fire. While Shawty was killed instantly, his 2 passengers escaped nearly unscathed, telling first responders the details of the impact. His funeral was held on the 1st of October 2016 at the Jackson Memorial Baptist Church in Atlanta, and best believe it was a hood funeral. Following the service, his funeral procession thought it'd be best to spin the block one more again, finishing off where Shawty Lo had begun, right back at the Blue Flame Lounge strip club. He's currently buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Gardens in College Park, Georgia, but his legacy via his music and 11 children continues to keep his name alive. Shawty Lo's influence can be seen in the way he fostered a sense of community and unity among his peers. His upbringing undoubtedly played a crucial role in shaping the artist he became. From the hardships of his childhood to the triumphs of his career, he remained a testament to the power of perseverance and the ability to rise above one's circumstances. On top of pioneering a subgenre of rap that'd take flight for years to come and beyond, anyone who knew him will let you know how charitable and giving Shawty truly was. If he had it, you had it too. Not just for his dozen baby mothers and children, but for those everyday people in the neighborhood. Known for his collaborations with other artists, both established and up and coming, giving them a platform to showcase their talents, his willingness to support and uplift others demonstrated his commitment to the culture and the growth of the music industry as a whole. His impact on the music industry was significant. Through his contributions as a member of D4L and as a solo artist, he achieved chart-topping success and became a prominent figure in Southern rap, with his influence on the Atlanta rap scene and his unique style aiding in shaping the genre, leaving a lasting legacy. Though his life was tragically cut short, Shawty Lo's impact continues to be felt and appreciated by fans and fellow artists alike. Do you think Shawty Lo gets the recognition he deserves? Let us know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.